We are officially in the midst of lore piece, finally, with Oda dropping some truths and confirmation from what we One Piece fans has been theorizing for years and years now. We now also have gotten probably information on what will most likely happen in the next arc, where the Straw Hats will be going in the next arc, and a confirmation on who is the man marked by flames or the man with the burn scar. So if you guys do remember, right at the end of Wano, we did have Kid and Killer talking about this mysterious person that they would they did want to chase, that's gonna get them ahead of the search of One Piece. So we'll get to that in a second. So basically, last chapter, we got a confirmation on what we already know regarding what happened in the Void Century. Not necessarily all the information, but basically the confirmation that the ancient kingdom was betrayed by this so-called alliance of 20 kingdoms, as we all know, the world government now. And basically, after a war during the Void Century, they decided to erase every piece of history or trace of this so-called ancient kingdom. I mean, what better way to truly die when you are completely forgotten, right? A quote from Dr. Hiluluk himself that resonates with what the government has tried to do specifically is, when do you think people die? When they are shot through the heart? No. When they are ravaged by incurable disease? No. When they drink a soup made from poisonous mushroom? No. It's when they are forgotten. Now, with this quote in mind, it just basically reiterates what the world government was trying to do from the ancient kingdom, basically erasing the history and all traces of them to make sure that they changed the whole history against them, and to basically, I guess, hide the hideous things and terrible things that they've done during the Void Century when they betrayed the ancient kingdom. Based on what Vegapunk Shaka has recently revealed last chapter as well, we now know that he has memorized the history of the Void Century through the work of Ohara scholars, because of the books that was taken through to Elbaf after the Ohara incident. He also confirmed that the books that was left on the lake of Ohara was taken by a couple of giants a week after the incident, and it was led by none other than, from what we already think, what everyone is thinking already, Jaguar de Sol. So we'll get to that in a second as well. So given the information that was recently revealed by Vegapunk Shaka, we may not get the complete history of Void Century during this arc, because I personally think that the Void Century will be completely revealed once the Straw Hats get to Elbaf Island. So it kind of ties everything together. It will most likely be Shaka. We'll get more information about Void Century during this arc, and possibly the Devil Fruits as well. But I don't think we'll get the full story or the complete story on this arc, and it will be most likely completely finalized, all the story, or like will be revealed completely when the Stars get to Elbaf. And let's not forget that the CP0 agents are also on the way to Egghead Island, so will most likely be interrupted very soon, because we do know now that the world government is trying to kill Dr. Vegapunk. Now, going back to the man marked by planes, or the man with the burn scar, it has been one of the mysteries after Wano. At the end of Wano arc, there was a lot of theories, a lot of discussions on who this mysterious person is. As we all know, the Kid and Killer mentioned that Kid basically mentioned that he personally wanted to go after this man marked for flames because they know that they will get ahead into finding the One Piece. So after this chapter, specifically chapter 1056, if I'm not mistaken, there were a few candidates that was being brought up in discussions and theories by the community, by One Piece fans. First of all, we do have Saba, who we know has just been recently dubbed as the Flame Emperor himself, who does have a burn scar, or a scar in his eye. However, we do know though that he doesn't really have any interest in One Piece, given that he is part of the Revolutionary Army, and throughout the story, ever since he was introduced, and he came back to the story, there was just no signs that he had any interest into finding the One Piece himself, or any relation or anything that we can tie him together into this to do One Piece. So I think he definitely wasn't he wasn't he definitely isn't the man with the mark with flames that Kid and Killer was talking about. So next up is Aokiji himself, who we know has allied himself with Blackbeard pirates. Now, it also doesn't make sense for him to be the person who allowed to get ahead into One Piece, given that he is part of the world government. So if he had information about this, then he could have just told this to Blackbeard as soon as as soon as he allied himself. And the fact that Blackbeard has not gotten ahead yet, or is still missing information, just means that he is not the person that they are looking for. There's also another person that people are theorizing about is Scabber Gaban, who we know has yet to make an appearance himself, and a former member of the Roger Pirates who was there when they reached the Laugh Tale as well. So he knows what happened with the Void Century. He knows about the One Piece. So that was one of the person that was everyone was theorizing about, and the most likely candidate that everyone was talking about, because given that he we haven't seen anything, we haven't seen him in the story yet. But Oda just proved us all wrong. After this chapter, it basically just confirmed that the man with the burn scar, or the man marked by flames, is none other than Jaguar de Sol. That's right, Sol is alive. Whether you like it or not, get over it, he is alive. Based on the information that Shakas previously provided to us last chapter, he revealed that the giants that taken all the books from Ohara after the week after the incident was led by a captain, a giant captain marked with bandages. Now, it kind of just makes sense that it is Jaguar de Sol and he is alive, given that Kuzan, his friend as well, froze him up to apparently to death. But now we know that it wasn't to death. He was just frozen, and there was a lot of theories there that Kuzan used ice time capsule, which meant a capsule is meant to be opened up eventually. So if given that he was frozen during the incident, the ice most likely would have melted because of the Buster Call incident, and therefore he is marked by flames, or he has a burn scar. Now, given that if Kid and Killer are going to chase or going to Elbap, it most likely will be that the Straw Hats will be going to Elbap next arc, specifically to get a full story about the Void Century. And obviously it just basically ties up a reunion, setting up a reunion between Robin and my girl, and his friend Soul. It kind of just it will be a full circle moment, tear-jerking tears, if I want to say, because when that reunion happens, because we can see it from Robin's emotions from last chapter as well. When she was trying to hold back her tears. But obviously, I know a lot of people weren't a fan of Soul being alive, because apparently it kind of takes away from the Robin's background story. Guys, Robin's tragedy is the Ohara itself, not just Soul being frozen or apparently dying. That's not it. The incident itself is the tragedy of Ohara. Her mom died protecting Ohara. Everyone that she knows died protecting Ohara. That is the real tragedy. Soul being alive does not take away from all the pain and tragedy that she experienced. Not at all. Now we know that Soul is alive. Elbaf is most likely the next chapter. We might get a reunion as well with Luffy, Kid, and Law. I mean, I don't know about Law if he's still gonna be alive by then, but most likely Kid and Luffy will most likely be reunited or at Elbaf. So, and it'll be like a bit more lore piece when we get to Elbaf as well, guys. thoughts, comments, concerns, let me know in the comment section, guys. What do you guys think? Do you guys think the soul is the man with the mark by flames, or do you guys have any other other characters that you guys are thinking of? I think it is. I think it's Jaguar the Soul. It just kind of makes sense right now from what Oda has been revealing to us. What Oda has revealed to us last chapter. Let me know, guys, if you guys have another any other opinions there. Do you think Elbaf will be the next arc after this? Let me know. Comment, guys. For the meantime, make sure you like and subscribe. I will end it here for now. Watch out for next videos. Appreciate all your support. Subscribe if you haven't already. Please, much appreciated. Help me get to 50 subscribers. 50. That is it for me, your boy Kenny V, signing off, guys. Peace out. Peace.